Hey, welcome to month 8, $5 quilt. Yay, we're finally almost back up and going with $5 quilt. We're still not allowed to have you all in the classroom sitting next to each other. I'm hoping by next month we'll at least be able to do maybe half classes, and then we'll double the number of classes. I'm not sure. But for this month, I know you're coming in to pick up your blocks and showing us that you've been busy while you've been quarantined. This month, month 8, I just want to point out, just to help you, and I can't promise I'll do this all the time, but there is a different instruction in each one with the actual fabrics colored in the block. So you shouldn't have to worry about what color goes where, because it actually matches the fabric in your kit. And like I said, I'm not promising this all the time, but it should help you with this one. But before we get started in the block, let's talk about a bunch of things that are going on here. The newsletter went out today, and that's truly your source to keep up with everything that's going on in the store, because Michelle does a really good job putting everything in there that we can think of that's new and happening. One of the things that we started during the quarantine time that we've decided to continue, at least for a while, is called Thirsty Thursday. And it is a Facebook Live, and 4 of us get together. We do a little drinking, not a lot. We do a lot of laughing, but it started out that we all took the same project and put our own twist on it, and we still do that sometimes. Sometimes we talk about a technique, sometimes we talk about a product, and we talk a whole lot about what's going on in the world too, a little bit. So it's fun, and it's not meant to be sales. It's really meant to be educational and fun and a little bit of sales. So if you would like to participate in that, we set up a private group so that we can keep everybody on one feed and answer questions from both stores. So just search Thirsty Thursday on Facebook. When you find it, there's a couple questions you answer and then submit. We will see that you've asked to participate. We will add you to the group, and then you will get the notices. We do this every Thursday at 4:45. So it lasts about 30 minutes. So I encourage you. I think it's fun. I think a lot of people have enjoyed it. We are just kicking off Kimberbell, who is a wonderful company who does machine embroidery and does even hand embroidery if you want to do them that way, has decided to start a mystery quilt. It starts August 3rd. It's called Love Notes, and it's all about ways we communicate. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a mystery, so I can't tell you what it looks like because I don't know yet, because they're not letting anything out early. But we have a couple of ways you can participate. You can just purchase the pattern. We're doing it as machine embroidery. The pattern will include the discs with the designs on it. And each month for 5 months, you'll come in and you'll pick up your envelope, and in that envelope will be the instructions for the blocks you have to make that week and the designs. So you will work through that program, and at the very end, the last one, you will get to assemble that quilt and see what you have, and you'll find out when all the rest of us find out what it looks like. We're offering it a couple of ways. You can buy just the designs and the monthly or the weekly clues. That package the pricing is on our website, but I think it's
about
$69. And then you can use your own fabric and your own embellishments and all those things. But they are also trying to make it easy for everybody. So we also have available a fabric kit, an embellishment kit, and a kit for the backing fabric. And if you buy all of those, an all-in price, then we are giving 15% off if you commit to all of that. So that's a really great deal too. And you'll have everything that is talked about in the instructions. So we've got a limited number of spots available. So if this interests you, go to our website and check it out and get signed up for it. Okay, we have started taking quilts in again. Yay! And I know a lot of you have been quilting like mad during this time of being in your house. So we're doing it by appointment only to make sure we have time to clean and sanitize and everything in between customers. So you can go on our website and go to the calendar, and you should see appointments available, and you can sign up for a 45-minute appointment. We are asking to limit these quilts to 2 at a time. It gives us enough time to get you through the appointment and gives everybody a chance to get in the queue. And then once we've got, you know, the initial flood of them that comes in, we'll go back to, you know, letting you bring whatever number you need to bring. So got 2 girls ready to go. They're anxious to quilt, and right now the volume's not too big. It should happen pretty quickly for you. Fabrics, we have a ton of fabrics coming in, and right now we're being inundated with Halloween and Christmas fabric. Every 5 minutes I feel like they're coming to me and saying, hey, Northcott wants to send this, it's this much money, a vintage Christmas and this Halloween. And so how do you know what's coming in? Well, as part of what happened with the with quarantine, we actually brought up an online shopping site, a website. And if you go to our online website, which is very big on our front page, shop here, just click there. There is a what's new option that you can go to. Is it what's new, or how do they see? She's crunching her face at me.
The what's new thing is kind of a little weird.
So
I try to do a video as well, but if you go to fabric, and then go to holidays, and you click either Christmas or Halloween, you can see what we have going on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the newsletter.
Or the newsletter. So lots of ways you can see what new is coming in, and lots of fun stuff is starting to happen. Okay. And then both machine companies, I can't not talk about that, are having some great summer sales right now. Great discounts on machines. So again, those are on our website, and you can find them by going to our website and see. It's pretty amazing. We've sold a lot of machines in the last couple of weeks. A lot of people who hadn't sewn in a while dragged their machines out of the closet to sew and realized that maybe their machine was a little old and didn't live up to the task they needed, so they came in, and we've sold lots of new machines, which we love. I hope you're all healthy, and you're not too stir crazy yet. It feels like the world is coming back alive again, and I'm hoping that it continues safely and none of us get sick, and we can have life, whatever new normal is, here soon. Just quickly, there are 2 cutting instruction videos that you will see when you get done with this one. One is cutting for the Eleanor Burns, and one is cutting for the no waste method of flying geese, which you did last time. One of the important things to know is the cutting instructions on here are for the no waste method. If you're an Eleanor Burns person, you want to go and download the cutting instructions for the Eleanor Burns. I only put one on here, but we have 2 cutting sheets out there that you can go and look at, and one is for no waste and one is for Eleanor Burns. The cutting sheets will also show you which way to put your fabrics down and how to cut the pieces. So I highly encourage you watch that before you get started. Okay, so that is the cutting. And then we also have videos on how to do the Eleanor Burns method and how to do the no waste method. So if you're wondering, if you struggled a little bit last month, or you're wondering about what the difference is, you can watch those and see how those go together. Okay. One of the things the first thing you're going to do are make your flying geese in whatever method you want. I'm a Eleanor Burns girl, but I made them both ways and they work both ways, so whichever way you'd like to do. And then we need to strip piece. So you cut 2 pieces that were 2.5 inches wide, and you strip pieced them. Notice the extension of the white one. The white one is definitely going to be longer to the red one. It's not a problem. All you need to worry about is that you need 4 2.5 inch pieces out of here. So when you subcut a strip like this, I'm going to have Michelle zoom in a little bit. I want to remind you that the first thing we're going to do is we are going to clean cut this edge here to get it. And what I did was I lined a line on my ruler up on the seam. I am going to keep my edge straight to the seam so these pieces are the same. Now I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to need my big ruler for this. I am going to find my 2.5 inch line, which is right here, and I'm going to slide this up because I want to be sure that my line here and my line here are all lined up with the fold and the edge. And then I'm going to cut one, and then I'm going to move that, and I'm going to come and cut another one. Now, if at any point you can't keep this line straight and this on the fold, don't hesitate to take this back out, flip it over, and re-clean cut that edge, because that way you can get them straight again. And so there's my second one. My nose is itchy. There's my third one, okay, and then I've got one more. And mine stayed fairly straight. There. Okay, so now you've got 4 of these. That's what we call subcutting a strip set. And when you realize that how to cut them so that they stay straight, you end up with these 4 beautiful pieces. Okay. Now, my last hint that I'm going to give you for laying this block out is that if you look at when you make the 4 patch in the corner, which means you're going to take this and you're going to take one of these, you do want to pay attention. You want to lay your block out. That's what we often use these for, is to lay the block out, because this red piece is going to be in the outside corner in all 4 corners, which means they're mirror images of each other. So when you make them, it is important that you get that going in the right place. So lay all your pieces out and then do the flip over and stitch and put it back down so you keep your block going in the right way. Okay? So all of your units will be 4.5, your center, your flying geese units, and your strip piece units. And when you get it done, it should be 12.5 inches. It's a fun block. I think it's a fun block. It goes fairly quickly once you get the flying geese done. And it's very similar to last month, so hopefully it won't be too hard for you. Featured items, really quickly. We are featuring both the Eleanor Burns and the Block Lock rulers at 15% off. Many of you might already have this one. You may have the small one too. Remember, we're using the 2x4, which is on the end of the large one. And then you know how much we love Block Lock because it locks itself in place so you can trim. So we have both of those at 15% off. And then we have the mini irons, which again, I can't tell you how much all of us have really come to appreciate these. And these are also 15% off, so that's a great deal to be able to get one. And you'll have a perfect iron for class whenever you need to go to class. And we use them at home for all our piecing too. It's so much nicer to piece and to use them for piecing. So those are our specials. I would normally say at this point, any questions, but you're watching a video, so that might be a little hard.
Comment below.
Comment, yeah. If you do have questions, though, call the store, and we'll, any one of us should be able to answer them, or they'll find someone who can. All right. Well, I'm glad we're finally back on track, and I hope next month we can actually be all together in the same room again. But have fun with this block, and we'll see you next month.